Welcome back to Let's Play Sengoku Basara, Super Heroes.
I'm here too. Thought you could get rid of me, huh?
Not really.
Nah. I wasn't talking to you. They know who they are.
Yeah.
I think. So, yeah, we got done with the great Ieyasu.
Yeah, we're done with the Ieyasu.
And now we're going to go to the less great. But still amazing. We figure we might as well complete the story while we're here.
Yeah, gonna go through each of the characters. Maybe even do multiple routes.
The other side of the tale.
Yeah. We're also doing a little something different. Previously it was pre-recorded content and just commentary over that. Now we're doing it live.
But it's on Twitch. So if I'm
we're
late,
streaming through Twitch, so
that's probably
Anthony's video is a little late. So while we're over here, let's take a look at something you can check on. As I said, we already finished the Ieyasu's path. And once it's done loading, you can take a look at Ieyasu, and you can see this. This is before you actually beat it. It would only be the brighter red line that would be visible. But after you beat it, you see the whole tree of what you can go through.
Oh yeah.
And you can also sort of scroll through, but haven't played as anybody else yet.
Yeah. And I'm guessing if you just gotta find the blue path when you play again, right?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much once you beat any path entirely, you get the full tree.
The red paths you can take.
Yes.
And you just gotta find the blue path when you play story mode again, and find other paths.
Yeah, sometimes they're immediately available. Other times it'll be somewhere later in a single path that you've gone through. Anyway,
it's to
going back into Hero's story. Yeah. Played as Ieyasu, now playing Mitsunari.
I shall never forgive you.
Yep. I'll take your word for it.
Once again, we're going to play on normal, but his intro is exactly the same as Ieyasu's. If you want, we could just skip through it. Seen it already.
Yeah. Doesn't matter to me, but what would the fans... What would all 20 of the fans think?
Well, yeah, there might be somebody that...
Okay, yeah,
starting on this video rather than Ieyasu for some reason.
Than the will of people united for a cause.
Yeah,
Hideyoshi Toyotomi, if you continue to try and force your will upon this land,
oh no, we get to see Hideyoshi
I will stop you. This land will be joined by the bonds of peace.
Sort of get a reminder of what Mitsunari's deal is.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's true. With my fists.
Huge fists.
I just working so well right now. Where I just respond to things people say, because if I'm 30 seconds late, that will seem really weird. I'm gonna actually have to be creative and think of jokes. I think that part was new. Because I don't remember I don't remember the focus on Mitsunari and Ieyasu.
I'd sort of recall it.
Just one part where he's standing over him. He's like, what?
Well, I actually remember it myself. If you actually go back into the gallery section under movies, it would be listed as a Ieyasu slash
you have the benefit of actually having the game and being able to look at these things. I don't. I just have my own faulty memory.
Yeah.
I was here the whole time. I didn't do jack shit.
Through the bonds made between warriors, we will know peace again.
Yeah, just Troy Baker and his screaming.
Yep. Baker.
Following the defeat of Lord Hideyoshi, Mitsunari was left seething with rage. In the wake of his mentor's demise, he swore to exact revenge on the man who had killed him, Ieyasu Tokugawa. Ieyasu, having once served under Hideyoshi with Mitsunari, betrayed his lord and led a revolt against him. Sickened by Ieyasu's actions, Mitsunari swore to devote his life to making Ieyasu pay for the foul crime he had committed. As Mitsunari prepared for the oncoming war, he was prompted by his advisor Yoshitsugu Otani to approach a group of mercenaries known as the Saika faction and ask for their allegiance.
Is it clear to you now, Mitsunari? If we are to triumph in this battle, we will need the might of the Saika behind us.
Do you think so, Yoshitsugu? To seek the aid of forces not under Lord Hideyoshi's control, it seems almost blasphemous.
Of course. But what if you knew Ieyasu was also seeking an alliance with Saika?
Really?
It would be foolish to allow him to consolidate such power, don't you think?
Ieyasu, you took everything from me. And I promise I, in turn, will take everything from you.
Right, so we're at the main battle menu. Since we already played through as Ieyasu, we still have some stuff that carried over, such as accessories.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just got lost in that, like, James Earl Jones ass narrator. His voice is beautiful.
Yes.
Also, you know, the input lag on the stream.
Yeah. So equipping the skull, let's look at his arts. So right now, since he's level 1, all he has is these 2 special arts. And often these arts will refer to something called Flash, especially highlighted there, which is, I guess, is Mitsunari's main mechanic. It's essentially just a quick dash forward.
Yeah, he's an Ijatsu type of dude. He'll do unsheath strikes, which are really stupid, mind you. You don't do that with a real sword. That's how you ruin a blade. But it looks cool.
Yeah, if we want, we could also go into the Basara art since we have money and materials.
Oh yeah.
I think we'll just
That's the thing I was wondering about, like all the useless money we have.
Yeah, it's money and materials that you use to.
Oh, right.
To make accessories.
Create accessories.
Yeah. So looking at the map real quick, let's check out what our options are. Alright, as advised, we could just go straight to Saika, but
we could.
Unlike Ieyasu, we have the second option. Let's not go straight there and check out Oichi since we haven't seen her yet.
Could be the same old. But then there's this.
And now I face yet another battle in the absence of Lord Hideyoshi.
Just sort of take our time before we go after Ieyasu and punch him in his stupid face.
Stupidest of faces. Such a stupid face.
Very punchable face.
It's just so soft. Like you could put your hand into it, and like, it wouldn't even hurt to punch it. It's like a beanbag. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Yes! The Demon Queen is here!
It's not even that late.
Yeah, looking at Mitsunari's, he's got a much smaller health bar, and his Basara meter actually seems pretty large.
That just means it takes longer for him to fill his art.
I can't see.
Yeah, but it also runs for really long, and this girl's pretty creepy.
That's true. Oh, hey. Hey, Tony.
Perhaps
Oichi?
No, Tony. Well, also Oichi.
Oh, yeah, that guy, too.
How cruel you must be. dragging me from my slumber into the light.
Why she's hanging like that?
I don't know.
Does she really need the circulation?
I already missed the darkness. The sweet, gentle dreams I dreamt.
Ah.
Wait a minute. That's one of our soldiers.
Who are you? Do you know who I am?
Alright. So you're fighting, clearly. But,
Yeah.
so yeah. Oichi is...
The voice told me to do it.
For those who don't know, she's the daughter of... Not daughter, sister.
Little sister.
Little sister of Oda Nobunaga. And, some bad shit happened to her at the end of the previous game that we didn't get. And she got all of these weird shadow powers.
Yeah, weird shadow hands.
Very
And right now you're just doing a bunch of strikes. But you're also all the way down to half health.
Yeah.
You are.
Meanwhile,
You are the
Mr.
demon
Full-Slot's
queen,
just sitting there doing nothing.
right?
Yes.
We also
Yeah.
get the gimmick of the chapter,
Yes.
which is these prisoners.
What a beautiful
Free
feather.
good stuff.
May I keep it?
Uh-oh.
I've told you before, Mitsunari. You must always pay attention to what's behind you. Shall have vengeance. I dare you. Hurt me if you can.
Babbling.
Not doing too well.
Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty tough because fighting a boss immediately.
I thought you said you played this level already.
I lay my...
No, not this level.
I want you to take my place.
I admittedly played a practice round with Mitsunari, but technically skipped this level.
Yeah.
Ah,
Defeated,
go backwards.
but... there's some stuff behind you that you didn't get yet. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I picked it up.
Yeah.
Started refilling on health and such because
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah, you do. He is not a, he is the, fragile speedster type character.
Yes.
Like, he
Everywhere you
cannot
go,
take a hit. He actually doesn't
I
do a whole
follow.
lot of damage.
If
but
you
he
try to
strikes
run,
really fast.
I'll catch you.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
I won't
hits.
rest until
A
you're
lot of
on your
fastness.
deathbed.
Yeah,
I
playing through it
won't
actually
stop
got
until I
it.
sleep
I broke
in
like
darkness.
2,000 on a combo.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Oichi's back.
Yep. I got the cutscene.
So apparently,
Just a dream, just a dream, just a dream, just a dream.
apparently
Sleepless
the
hell.
main mechanic for this one is Oichi is
She's,
almost
Oichi is Freddy.
yes. So you want to stay away from her and just run for most of the.
Fighting her is pointless.
Over here! Help me!
Just like Freddy
There's
Krueger
at least one other
Let you die. Will you fight in Lord Hideyoshi's
boss
name?
character that you don't want to face head on like this.
You break these guys out.
Yeah.
I looked into those black eyes, and I passed out.
Have you
And the
seen
light,
that?
it burns.
Someone here. I am a good
Oh,
girl.
yeah, that
I will
greatly
protect
reduces her
this place.
health.
And just kill her again.
Lady Oichi, please.
So, have you determined yet what exactly Flash is?
Yes, it's a. I can more
It's
easily
just-
show off right now because it's that. Just a quick dash forward
Okay.
is Flash. So more often, his powers say that you could hold down the special attack button to execute a flash.
Ah, okay.
Like if you
That's
on his neutral one, if you
That's some good shit.
his neutral attack is or his neutral special attack is a launcher, but if you which normally just knocks the enemies into the air, but if you hit an enemy and hold down the button, you'll
Okay.
follow him into the air.
Yeah. Again, didn't really use the actual popular characters very often, so I'm still a little mystified by their movesets. Like, it'll be a while before we get characters I actually, like, intimately remember.
Yes.
Sleep this
Let's take out this camp so we can fight her off again.
Yep.
What are you waiting for, Demon Queen? You must attack!
Yeah, Mitsunari's Basara is kind of hard to control since he just charges forward.
He just turns to shadow and just runs everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, like that.
And clashing with Oichi.
It was a nightmare.
Smash.
Cannot be defeated. This is too easy.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, there's a clash.
Yeah.
How cruel you are. You take so much away from me.
Yeah, another thing to remark on about Mitsunari's play is that his forward V is kind of special, because normally it's just a dash forward and he just slashes horizontally like that. But if you executed a command, input a command during his charge, he'll do that instead of doing the slash.
Okay, yeah.
Like if you just charge and mash A, he just does normal basic attack. Yes, you could also charge and then press his neutral B to do his launcher instead.
Yeah.
And there are other attacks that you can do this with, and potentially just break this mechanic over your knee with.
Yeah. And he's got...
Particularly his super arcs.
He's got
This anger.
Well, more importantly, it tends to sort of cancel the startups in some of them.
Yeah. So for those of you who like he's probably the closest to, say, like a Devil May Cry type of character, I guess.
Yeah, I think you just might compare him to Virgil or something.
Yes! We'll make the Demon Queen the ruler of this world!
Yeah, that's a good combo there.
Pawns.
So yeah, at the end of the previous series, well, actually at the end of the first series, Nobunaga was defeated, the Oda clan ruined. They pretty much just sat around during the second series while Hideyoshi has run the place. But now, but at the end of the second series, they found Oichi. They're like, oh, you're alive. That's amazing. We have a blood heir. So we can resurrect the clan. And so that's why this is the plot this game now. Is, yeah, we'll use Oichi, even though she has absolutely no idea of her own, like, existence.
Yeah, she's kind of broken right now and really depressed.
We'll just use her as a figurehead.
Succumb to shadows.
Like, we'll use her as a figurehead, and we'll come back, stronger than ever. But, I mean, that's not all there is to it, but that's enough for now, without spoiling anything.
Yeah. We'll probably get into more detail once we're playing as her, since she is playable.
Yeah, of course. Okay, there's like 16 playable characters in this game. 15 or 16. We'll be here a while, folks.
Yeah, and each one has at least 3 different paths that they can play as.
The 2 paths, at least, to go through. Yeah, help those guys.
Let me sleep. Won't somebody please put me to sleep? I've been speaking to my brother.
Let's wait before it actually happening.
Yeah.
And you can tell from her dialogue just now, like, I just got the line, yeah, please put me to sleep. Yeah, and that she's speaking to her brother a lot. Like, that's implying things.
Could it be that the light
like, that she is in contact with the dead.
Your misdeeds merit no mercy!
I must say, Mitsunari,
Ah!
this shade
I can across the gap.
suits you.
I'll see that in a second, I'm sure.
Ask you and ask you, afraid of love and despair.
Oh god, stream.
Wander freely, wander
Oh, that's a sticky predicament. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, then she just fell over.
Wait, it's too painful to move now.
You must stand up, Lady Oichi!
Too much
We
power
are the
for you.
Demon's forces!
Also on this map, you'll notice these sort of priests going around that have the purple aura around them.
Slows you down.
If
They're
you,
jerks.
yeah, if you go into the the purple aura, then you'll just get slowed down like that.
And of course, that's like all Mitsunari wants to do is just go fast forever, like Sonic. But
Gaba go fast.
yeah, so those guys, but you have to get next to them in order to actually hurt them. So you have to go to the field. So they're jerks.
Occasionally, the sort of spell they're casting goes on.
Yeah, like the
down.
last one you got.
A whole bunch of money guys right here.
Yeah. Just... Yoshiaki, you gonna do anything or you just gonna wave your arms in the air all day? I guess I answered my own question.
Retreat! Retreat! All right, we gotta do what we can to help.
I guess I'll start a little bit on history. Just a little bit to start out. Mitsunari Ishida, born 1559. Unknown when. Died November 6, 1600. He was born in the north of the Omi province, which is now Nagahama City in the Shiga Prefecture. And it's the second son of Ishida Masatsugu, who is a retainer for the Asai clan, who compete against Mitsunari. By the way, if you want to follow along, just open up the Wikipedia page.
My brother is dead.
Go down a
What do
little
you
bit
mean
farther.
by that?
Because I remember...
Why are you telling me lies?
First,
I don't want to listen.
because it's all because he wasn't born. Mitsunari. His child name was Sakichi Ishida, but of course later became
Well, at this point, I don't think there's anything I can do.
Mitsunari Ishida,
I lay my sins to
and
waste.
that's about it.
No, I don't like it.
I just activated my Basara and just accidentally knocked them down a pit where I apparently couldn't follow them.
He knows how to run, but not jump. Yeah. There's not a whole lot about Mitsunari before
It is your fault
he met
for putting yourself in
Hideyoshi.
the warpath of the Dark King.
Just that he was actually a monk in a Buddhist temple, supposedly. But
Everyone is dying.
they met each other when they were young, and Hideyoshi was actually the daimyo of Nagahama. And then, of course, when Hideyoshi decided to start his
Tremendous
campaign,
unhappiness. Excellent.
Mitsunari joined up
I
with
take
him.
such pleasure in
and
your distress.
They did pretty good there.
Yeah.
And then
believe I remember Mitsunari had some sort of administrative position
Yes,
under Hideyoshi.
he was the financial manager. Which, looking at this video footage, you would not expect that.
Yeah.
From 1585 and onward, for the most part, he actually was in that position with his brother Ishida Masazuma, and was one of the top 5 of Bukyo, or administrators of the government.
There it is.
Hideyoshi did make him the daimyo of Sawayama in Nagomi province.
I can't.
And that castle happened to be one best fortified at the time. But there's a cutscene now, so I will stop.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's already over on my end, but yeah, sir.
She's freaking out.
Finally, morning has come.
Yeah, the sun has risen.
Such weakness
Yeah.
of spirit disgusts me.
What this
And clashing with her again.
What this game did get right is that Mitsunari did not play well with others.
Yeah.
He
Actually,
frequently got into conflict with his co-workers, I suppose, and including his brother and some of Hideyoshi's relatives.
May I go now?
I don't need this.
And oh no, the stream. Okay, there it is. And actually, the reason for that conflict was whether or not they could trust Ieyasu to back his conflict.
I worked hard. I worked ever so hard.
Yeah, something that I also read about him is that he often sent assassination attempts on Ieyasu after Toyotomi died. Though there's also a time where someone tried to assassinate Mitsunari, but supposedly Ieyasu was someone who actually tried to foil that.
Yeah, on the Wikipedia page, there's a letter that Mitsunari wrote to Hideyoshi, expressing a negative opinion of some of the generals, including a character we've already met, Kubakawa
I
Hideaki.
always knew that the hole in his heart could never
And
be
just mostly about their reckless actions during the Japanese invasions of Korea.
Yeah, so another note on, might as well talk about Hideyoshi since he's not even going to be covered in this game himself.
He
Is
only
that
exists in that first cutscene.
Lord Hideyoshi.
yes? So Hideyoshi, as long as maybe some other Japanese people wanted to invade China, but to get there they would have to go through Korea, and they weren't very fond of that idea. So then that ended up in being battles against Korea. Some of them being run by Hideyoshi himself. So I got some stuff.
Yeah, I just got the ending cutscene. Where he's all like,
Yeah.
Hideyoshi, help me. I literally have I literally have no ability to think for myself.
Yeah, and I also my kill on Oichi just barely filled up my hero time, so I just activated that at the last
minute.
minute.
I just burnt it for giggles.
Yeah.
And
I got 2 items.
Figure that's enough history for now, since the Wikipedia page isn't actually that long, so.
Yeah. Apparently got 2 versions of this this Grudge Blade. I'd go with both are the same except for letter A has a much higher attack.
Okay.
Almost double. So I'll probably just go with that later. Get lots of levels.
Oh yeah.
And I get Fixation, his AB art.
So I'm guessing the audio is going to be timed to you, obviously.
Yeah, I'll mainly do that.
Yeah. Oh well. That figures. You missed all the secret stuff.
Yeah, Yoshiaki's going after Nambu. Right? Looking at that.
Are we ever gonna see Nambu?
I plan on
Sasaki? Since, yeah, I assumed he.
I plan on getting around to them.
No, it just it seems like they like the job the hardest. So it's like you have to go after them first. Or
both of them are kind of interesting to go after. I'll show them off later.
Yeah, I figure.
Anyway, that's it. Yeah, that's it for this episode.
Alright. Nature!
See you next time.